Enjoying Yakuza so far? Hell yes, dude. So fun. Whoop to a series.
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Okay, so Persona or Yakuza? I think I like Persona better. Get real, you leech. What's all this then? Screw your little sales tax. You want us to pay a tax every time we buy something? You bloodsuckers. You'll bleed the whole country dry. I understand. Your anger is justified, but it's just a necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people.
Huh?
Get stuffed. You're gonna pay sales tax on that fancy suit that you're wearing, you damn bureaucrat? This tax is only made to keep the common people down. Yeah, you vulture. That younger guy is sure taking some heat over some kind of tax issue. Guess it's my lucky day to run into the son of the bitch bureaucrat trying to spring the sales tax on us all alone in a back alley, no less. I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you, we're fucking pissed. Yeah, why don't we give you a little taste of the public opinion? Then you'll know what oppression feels like. Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do this. Uh-oh, this pot's about to boil over.
Huh?
Shut it, asshole. Hey, fellas, let's tone it down. No sense in ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, huh? What? You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? It's the pencil-pushing dickwad that came up with the sales tax. Sales tax? What? Don't you watch the news? It's a new tax they're going to start charging next year. Every time you buy something, they're going to charge you 3% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous? What? That is some bullshit. And this guy's the douchebag? That's highway robbery! Ah! Whoa, I about lost it for a second there. Listen, guys, I totally understand why it'd piss you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't gonna make the sales tax go away, is it?
Huh?
Who gives a shit? The government needs to know what the people think of their shit policies in a way that they'll understand. Direct action. Yeah! Power to the people! If you ain't a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You want to stick up for this mosquito, then we'll show you the power of the masses too. So what you're really after here is blowing off steam. Sure, see how far that gets with me. Prepare for the revolution, asshole! Oh, they really want to do this right now. Dark Mist, thank you for the 6 months. Is Tasumi Whoop's sister? I'd make that official. Speedrun? Holy shit! Wait. I'm sorry, I was out of line. It won't happen again. Public outrage sure fizzles fast. Thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm Taiyo Matsuzato. Taiyo, as in the sun, if I may. Can I buy you a drink as thanks? That's a good name. I'm Majima. No need for any thanks though.
Yeah.
Oh no, I absolutely insist. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you. You some kind of political big shot? Well, I don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I am in a position to help steer the country. I came to Sotenbori for a conference on taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to face the public about it. You're driving a tank called the government. Even if you're careful, people are going to be pissed when you steamroll them. But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that. Do you think so? I knew people would be unhappy with the new tax, but only on a logical level. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well, it was daunting. If they find out about the sales tax, it's only the tip of the iceberg, and that there are more taxes on the way, I hate to think how the people will react. What? More taxes on top of sales tax? Right. Nothing set in stone, but we're considering many more effective ways of generating revenue streams. In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of those proposals. That's so. Well, I guess with everyone's making such good money these days, you can't fault the government for wanting to get their hands in the pile. Yes, but as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider public opinion. I wonder if I could come up with a tax policy that everyone could live with. Good luck with that. Even if they're throwing cash into the fireplace, nobody wants the government to hold out its hand. Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found the right balance, and I'm a little lost at the moment. Well, I can't say I understand a lick of what you're trying to do, but take care of the country for us, alright? Wait, Majima-san, can you help me just once more? Huh? You got another mob wanting to sting you up?
Yeah.
No, not that. I want to get your views on taxation. What? I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. That's why you're perfect. You see, I just had this idea. Perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. You think? Please, Majima-san. It's no exaggeration. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders. Will you please give me advice on taxation policy? Yeah, sure. Okay, you win. Let's talk some taxes. Thank you, your insight will be invaluable. This is hardly the place for it. Can we go somewhere more appropriate? Sure, lead the way. We going to go to the bar? Now you better keep in mind, I don't know the first thing about tax policy. Don't expect much from me. No, that's exactly why I asked you. I know you'll have some unique insights, not bound by typical conventions. So you're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine. Well, let's just make sure you're not completely in the dark with a basic question. Sure. Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from the people? To provide public services. It's for providing public services, right? Ah, yes. That's exactly right. I'm sorry for asking such a basic question. Just as you said, Majima-san, taxes are collected mainly for providing public services. Education, medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid for by taxes. They pay for services that the people need to survive. Yeah, we gotta rebuild roads and bridges and keep them in working order, right? But there's more to it than that. Exactly. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth, but we don't need to go that much into detail. Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know. Oh, but aren't you interested in where your money goes? It's always good to know more about taxes. Yeah, I'm getting a proper schooling here. Okay, let's shift to the main thing. Majima-san, if you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Wait, who's Sato-san? Who is that? Adult entertainment. The smart option's tobacco, but I want to say adult entertainment. I mean, like, the correct answer is obviously tobacco. Yeah, we'll just say that. Why not charge taxes on tobacco? Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Since the government monopoly on tobacco products ended 3 years ago, there actually has been a small tax on tobacco products. Yeah, I smoke myself, so I don't really want to pay a tax on them, but I suppose they're not essential. And if you're gonna jack up taxes, it's the non-essential stuff that you start with. People might even be more likely to understand a tax on smokes, right? I see, a tobacco tax. Yeah, the pack's around 200 yen now. People will bitch and moan, but I think they'd still fork over 300 yen. I see, interesting. How much does a pack of cigarettes cost in the US? I've never smoked in my life, so I don't know. At the 400 yen mark though, I think I'd have a long, hard think about each pack being worth it. Yes, I think at the point I'd consider cutting back on my intake too. About $6 or $7. Really? Don't people smoke like 10 packs a day? There's some people who smoke a lot, right? God, that must be expensive. Jesus. We vape now? Oh yeah. It's all about vaping, isn't it? And what about 500 yen a peck? I'd probably quit cold turkey. You'd quit at 500? But if we raised it incrementally. He started muttering all of a sudden. What else do you think we could have potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied with everyday living would have the best potential. The tax tied to everyday living, huh? Pretty shrewd. Air. Let's tax air. How about putting a tax on the air we breathe? A tax on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only the dead don't need that stuff, and you can't tax them anyway. You'd be collecting a tax from every single living soul. How's that? That's very interesting. In 18th century France, there was a finance minister who floated the same idea as you, Majima-san. Oh yeah? How'd that go? The French people were outraged, and the protests got quite violent. The breathing tax was quashed. Wait, is that a real thing? The minister who proposed it was fired within a year of debacle, in fact. Oh. I guess it failed then. Can you blame the people? A tax on breathing would be going a little too far, perhaps. I suppose so. Majima-san, anything else? Do you have anything else to say on the matter of taxation? Anything else about taxation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about the sales tax those goofballs were all riled up about. Yes? So next year, we gotta start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right? Yes. That's how it works. Well, why stop at 3? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't you get more if you bumped it up? That would be impossible. Majima-san, you saw what happened. Just a 3% caused so much outrage, people wanted to tear me apart. To charge more would probably end in open revolt. No, Tayo-chan. You ain't thinking. People are pissed because you sprang a new thing on them, and you had to turtle up. You gotta think about the long game. The long game? Familiarity is a scary thing, my friend. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws. Every time you hike it up a little, you'll get some more blubbering. But they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduce the tax. Wanna know why? Because they'll be used to getting screwed. If something they've already accepted gets a little worse, it's just the facts of life doing what they do. So if you want to pull in the cash, you gotta have a plan to really amp up that sales tax. Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps.
Hello.
And I think you're terrifying, actually.
Also Woops.
Are you even of this earth? Devil's advocate, thank you for the prime sub. You really want to know? No, not really. Then, if the sales tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go? How high should it go, huh? You're starting at 3%, right? Let me see here. 50%.
Yeah.
Big tax. Say around 50%. 50? Isn't that a little outrageous? No doubt. Think about it, makes my head spin too. Something priced 100 yen is going to cost you 150 to buy. You can put the whole country's economy at a standstill. Well, even though 50% isn't reasonable, I think it is a good idea to raise the tax incrementally. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, waited a little longer, and then hiked it up to the proposed 8%, then eventually we'd... Enough with the muttering under your breath, Tayo-chan. Oh, sorry. I was lost in my thoughts. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas. Yeah? Glad I was useful. Useful doesn't begin to describe it. Please take this. It's just a token of my thanks. Ash wood. Thanks. Okay, I better get going. I need to get back to the hotel and prepare my presentation for the tax conference tomorrow. Attaboy, do your country proud, you hear? Will do, Majima-san. I'll be sure to work in your advice. See you. Thanks for the wood, I guess. I was just super over talking about taxes. I want to go beat people up and play pool. And that's why Japan went into a recession. Where is this place? Yotto! Has Whoops spent any CP? I did at the beginning. I don't think I have yet, though. I don't know how much I have. Let's look. Oh, I have 37. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get all the money ones. Wait, why can't I get this one? Do I have to do them all in order? What? Lame. The battle one's probably the best, huh? Get the card watcher? What's that? This one? A card watcher accessory? Got the first two money magnets. I still don't really know how equipment works. This device emits a sound when a telephone card is near. Telephone card? Oh, are these for the girl cards? Yes? Oh man.
I too am also Whoops.
Why did you make me buy this? Frosty the Dope Man, thank you so much for the sub, friend. I should really be wearing these, shouldn't I? If I equip my dagger, does that just like increase my attack damage? Even though I don't actually pull it out when I'm fighting, but it increases my damage, right? No, you actually use it? Oh, really? Oh, okay. What's the difference between gear and accessories? Gear is armor? Okay. Man, I wish they would fucking tell you this stuff. Should I just take all the things that I can? I can change my outfit at a payphone. This is like DLC stuff, yeah? Slime gun? Steel crowbar, oh god. Taking all these good things. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Oh my god. I can use these to make weapons, huh? Super spicy knife. Jesus. I'm getting so many things. Oh, yeah.
それ何もしたん？
おもろそうやな。
Super rare crafting pack. Hello? Oh my god. That stuff looked really good.
自分アッシーと思われてる。
I'm gonna go to the payphone and put on an outfit.
しっかり持ってな。
The outfits are only available after you finish the story. Oh wait, that's the sound. It's already worth it.
小銭だらけになってる。
Is this a fucking lightsaber? Steel crowbar does 240? Oh my god. Oh, wait. I might have gotten better accessories. Saves me from the brink of death. Well, shit.
いかがですか、お客さん。ちょっと遊んでいかれませんか？
Yeah, let me in.
私、この店の店長のヨーダと申します。今なら当店ナンバーワンの女の子をお付けできますよ。いかがです？
Club Sunshine.
この店はキャバレーか？
いえ、うちはキャバクラになります。
キャバクラか。ちょうどええわ。まだ遊んだことあらへんのや。
でしたら
Nice
この
lie.
機会にぜひ楽しいですよ、キャバクラ。
わかった。案内頼むわ。その代わりちゃんとナンバーワンの子つけてくれや。
Number one girl.
もちろんです。さあどうぞこちらに。
Here we go. It's empty.
お客様、お待たせしました。当店ナンバーワン女ゆきちゃんです。
どうも、ゆきです。よろしくお願いします。
おう、よろしくな。
For this club's top girl, she's pretty low key. I have a feeling they probably don't have many employees.
それでは乾杯しましょうか。
おう。
乾杯。
Why is she so nervous? Also, is this like a real thing in Japan? Do you actually go to clubs like this and they just sit you down at a table and they're like, "Hang on, I'll bring you a girl," and they just like bring a random girl to come sit with you? And yeah, it's so awkward. I would never be able to do that.
すみません。私こんなんで。
いや別にええけど、でも
It's
ほん
so
まにあんたナ
awkward.
ンバーワンなんか？
ええ、一応。ただ この店に在籍してる女の子、私を含めて3人しかいないんですけどね。
I figured.
3人？ちょっと少なすぎやろ。道理で寂れてるわけやな。
はい。ちょっと前まではそれなりに繁盛してたみたいなんですけど、5スターが現れてからはずっとこんな感じで。
5スター？なんやそれ。
蒼天堀5スター。
何よそれ。
蒼天堀のキャバクラを牛耳っている人気キャバクラ店5店舗のオーナーたちの総称です。彼らが蒼天堀に出店してから、この辺りにたくさんあったキャバクラはどんどん閉店に追いやられてしまって。
Whoops.
閉店ってどうしてや。そんなに人気なんか、その5スターっちゅうやつらの店は。
もちろん5店舗はどれもすごい人気です。ただ閉店に追いやられた理由はそれだけじゃなくて。
それだけじゃない？なんや。
簡単に言うと嫌がらせですかね。
嫌がらせ？
Harassment?
もう嫌がらせするのもいい加減にしてくださいよ。
ん？
毎日毎
Oh,
日
speaking of which.
朝から晩までいたずら電話したり、
Not
営業中に
harassment.
騒いで邪魔をしたり、もううんざりですよ。健全な勝負で負けるなら納得しますけど、こんなやり方卑怯ですよ。
失礼な人ですね。その嫌がらせをやっているのが我々だという証拠は
He
ど
looks
こ
like
にあるん
Bulby
です
from Jimmy Neutron.
ないでしょ
なんやあいつ。
あれがさっき言った蒼天堀5スターですよ。
ほう。あれが。
あいつは蒼天堀5スターの一人、クラブマーズ店長の日野という男です。クラブマーズはこの辺りのお客さんをほぼ独占しているお店で、近所にあるうちの店に圧力をかけ続けているんです。
ほう。
証拠なんかないけれど、あんなひどいことをやるのはあんたたちに決まってるだろう。うちの店が立ち退けば、この蒼天堀のキャバクラが全て5スターのものになる。あんたらの狙いはそれなんだろ
う。なんだ、そこまで分かってるんですか。なら話が早い。さっさと立ち退いてくださいよ。もちろん今ならそれ相応の立ち退き費用と謝礼はお支払いしますよ。ただこれ以上立てつくようなら話は別ですがね。こんな薄汚れた店に金を出してやると言ってるんだ。悪い話じゃないでしょう。
断る。あんたらのせいでどれだけの同業者たちが苦しんだと思ってるんだ。あんたらみたいな卑怯で汚い連中に蒼天堀は独占させない。
さすがはかつて人気店だったサンシャインの店長。他の店のように簡単には落ちないみたいだね。まあ今日は引き上げましょう。ただ次会う時には結論を聞かせてもらいますよ。
何度来ても同じだ。私の結論は変わらない。
はあ、頑固ですね。まあそう言わずにまたご挨拶させてくださいよ。
What a bitch.
ああ、そうだ。そういえばあなたの娘さん東京に住んでいらっしゃるんですね。いやー可愛くてびっくりしましたよ。
Blah.
それにしても心配ですよね。あんな可愛い娘さんがもし万一誰かに襲われたりしたら。
Disgusting.
お前娘に何かする気か。
さあ私は別に何も。ただそういうことをする輩がいないとも限らないですよね。このご時世ですから。くれぐれもお気をつけて。 ではまたお伺いしますゆえ。
くそ、私はどうすればいいんだ。
Kick his ass.
店長、
どうすればいいんだろう。
いろいろ大変みたいやな、店長。
あ、お客さん、すみません。お恥ずかしいところをお見せして。
気にするな。それにしてもなんなんやあいつ。蒼天堀5スターだったか。
5
なんであんたの店をそこまで狙ってるんや。
蒼天堀5スターはお互い手を組んで蒼天堀のキャバクラをすべて自分たちの店だけで独占しようとしているんです。もともと蒼天堀にはキャバクラという勢いのある新しいビジネスの波に乗るべくたくさんの店が出店していて栄えていました。しかし彼ら5スターは手段を選ばず、金を使った引き抜きや嫌がらせ、暴力による圧力などで次々と他の店を飲み込んでいきました。その結果、蒼天堀に残っているキャバクラは彼らの5店舗とうちだけになってしまったんです。
なるほどな。そうなりゃ確かにあんたの店を乗っ取って完全独占したくもなるわな。しかしなんであいつらはそんなことをしてまで蒼天堀を独占したいんや。
詳しいことは分かりませんが、噂では蒼天堀のキャバクラを独占することでキャバレーを潰す力を手に入れたいらしいです。
キャバレーを潰す？
はい、なんだかんだで夜の街で未だに大きな力と金を持っているのはグランドなどをはじめとする大型店
I would
キャバ
not
レー
know
で
a
す。
thing about that.
彼らはそのキャバレーを打ち破り支配することで、そこに渦巻く金や利権、人脈などをごっそり手に入れたい。
Interesting.
だから新興勢力であるキャバクラを完全独占することでキャバレーに対抗する力を手に入れたいんだと思います。
なるほどな。キャバクラだけでなくキャバレーまで独占できれば実質的に街全体を支配しコントロールすることも可能かもしれん。
ええ、でもそんな野望のために我々がひどい目に遭うなんて納得がいきません。あいつらに屈することだけはしたくない。でも度重なる嫌がらせと圧力で正直営業どころじゃなくなっていまして、お店もこの通りひどいものでしょう。
まあお世辞にもいい状態とは言えんな。
これでも少し前まではこの地域のキャバクラでは一二を争う人気店だったんです。でもあいつらによる店内での迷惑行為の連続でお客さんも離れてしまいましたし、女の子もほとんど引き抜かれてしまいました。このままではいずれにしても近いうちにうちの店は潰れます。もう奴らの要求を飲むしかないんですかね。あんな奴らの悪事に屈してしまうのはすごく悔しいんですが。
Never give up. Have him rebrand as a mini grand.
しゃあないな。店長、俺が手伝ったるわ。
え？
実は俺は5スターが狙っている
He's
キャ
gonna
バ
say
レー
it.
グランドの支配人。
Yeah.
グランドの支配人って確か敏腕と噂のあなただったんですか。
まあな。俺としてもその5スターと
I
か
like
いう
how he
やつら
just
に
believed that.
これ以上力をつけられても困るし、
It's true, but like
何よりもまずそいつらのやり方が気に食わん。俺と一緒にこの店を立て直してあいつらを逆にぶっ潰したろうで。
いいんですか？グランドの支配人さんがこんな寂れた店に協力してくださるなんて。
Majima's so
困った
kind.
時はお互い様や。それに俺もキャバクラっちゅう業務形態に興味もあるからな。いろいろ勉強させてもらうで。
あり
He's
がとう
so
ございます
cool.
お客さん。
おっと、自己紹介がまだやったな。マジマや。一応頑張ろうぜ。
It's Majima. Let's
真
stir
島
up
さん
some
です
shit.
ね。何卒よろしくお願いします。
What a legend.
あ
Huh? This is the back office. Yes. It mostly serves as a staging area for the staff. I organize things back here, manage the girls, that sort of thing. Speaking of, what would you say to taking over as manager, Majima-san? Would you mind?
あ、
What?
なんやて？
Say what? Manager? Just like that? Yes, sir. You certainly have the experience. I fear Sunshine can't reach its full potential under my direction. I'd give you total authority. Of course, I'd still be here supporting you in any way I can as floor staff. Will you do it, sir? Yeah, alright. If you're that serious about this, I'll do my part too. Leave it to me. Thank you so much. I'm at your disposal, Manager Majima. Wait. He literally just like gave me his club and was like, let's do it. Now, if it's alright with you, I'd like to jump right into an explanation of how the Cabaret Club is run. That said, there's a lot to cover, and I know you're busy. You're a busy man. Let me know when's a good time for you, sir. You can now use Sunshine's back office as your hideout, which also serves as a key location for your business. As the story advances, you'll unlock the ability to switch protagonists using the hideout telephone, as well as change clothes into any outfits you've earned. Sweet. Right on. Well, this is nice. We have a side project club now. That's awesome. Access to a hideout. Don't we have one on Kiryu as well? We're definitely gonna spruce this place up. It's the real estate thing? Yeah, I figured. Alright. So we're actually gonna wrap it up there for tonight's chat. It was a little bit of a short stream, but I got some plans tonight. I wanted to squeeze in a quick stream before the weekend and play a little bit more Yakuza to scratch my itch. So, I'm gonna find somebody to send you guys over to right now. I love you guys very much. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I know it's a little low-key, a little comfy stream on this fine Friday afternoon. Still recovering from that subathon, which I still want to say thank you guys for. It's a great time.